The hidden power of sound, how frequencies may heal the human body. Let me ask you something. What if one of the most powerful healing tools on Earth was something we experience every single day, yet barely understand? Sound. Not medicine, not surgery, not chemicals. Just vibration. Now that may sound mystical at first, but the deeper you look into science, medicine, and physics, the more you begin to realize something extraordinary. Sound may be one of the most powerful forces shaping life itself. And today, we're going to go deep. Not surface level deep. We're going into scientific studies, universities, medical technologies, and research from around the world that suggests something profound. Sound may have the ability to heal the body, alter the brain, and influence the very structure of cells. But before we go there, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how different sounds change how you feel? One song can make you cry, another can make you feel powerful, another can calm your anxiety, another can make you feel angry. Why? Why does sound have such control over our emotions? Think about that for a moment. And as you listen to this, I want you to pay attention to your own experience. In the comments later, I want you to write, what sound or music has had the most powerful emotional effect on your life? Because that answer may reveal something deeper than you realize. The universe began with vibration, something fundamental. Modern physics tells us that everything in existence vibrates. Atoms vibrate, cells vibrate, molecules vibrate, even the fabric of space itself vibrates. In fact, many cosmologists describe the birth of the universe, the Big Bang, as an immense energetic vibration. Some physics even describe the universe as a kind of cosmic symphony. And interestingly, ancient traditions said the same thing thousands of years ago. Ancient Indian texts described creation beginning with Om, a primordial sound vibration. In the Bible, the Gospel of John begins with, "In the beginning was the Word." But what is a word? A vibration, a frequency, a sound wave moving through space. So from the beginning of the creation, vibration has been at the center of existence. And that brings us to the human body. Because the body is not just chemistry, it is also frequency. Your body is a symphony of frequencies. Every organ in your body vibrates at specific frequencies. Your heart, your brain, your cells, even your DNA. Scientists studying biophysics have discovered that cells communicate with each other using electrical and vibrational signals. Which raises a powerful question. If cells communicate through vibration, could vibration also repair them? That question has led scientists and medical researchers to explore something called sound therapy. Astonishing. Sound waves already used in modern medicine. Before anyone dismisses this idea, here's something important. Medicine has already been using sound waves for decades. One of the most common medical technologies in the world is ultrasound. Ultrasound uses high-frequency sound waves to look inside the human body. But ultrasound doesn't just diagnose, it can also treat disease. For example, doctors now use high-intensity focused ultrasound, HIFU, to destroy tumors deep inside the body without surgery. Instead of cutting the body open, doctors focus sound waves onto a tumor. The vibrations create heat and mechanical pressure that destroys the cancer cells. No scalpel. Incision, just sound. Researchers are now exploring how this technology could treat conditions ranging from brain disorders to cancer and movement disorders. And that's just the beginning. Sound waves that destroy cancer cells. Researchers have discovered that cancer cells and healthy cells vibrate at different resonant frequencies. Scientists studying a technique called oncotripsy found that ultrasound tuned to specific frequencies can selectively rupture cancer cells while leaving healthy cells intact. Think about that. Sound waves tuned to the right frequency can literally tear apart cancer cells. Even more fascinating, researchers observed that when cancer cells were exposed to certain acoustic vibrations, the cells began to destabilize and break apart under the microscope. Imagine a future where cancer treatments don't rely on toxic chemicals, but instead on precise frequencies that target diseased cells. The technology is already being developed, and in some cases, it's already being used. The new cancer treatment using sound. Researchers at the University of Michigan developed a technology called histotripsy. This method uses focused sound waves to destroy tumors through microbubble cavitation. In simple terms, the sound waves create tiny bubbles inside the tumor. Those bubbles rapidly expand and collapse, breaking the tumor apart. No surgery, no radiation, just sound. Early clinical trials treating liver tumors have shown promising results. This is not science fiction. It is happening right now. Sound therapy for chronic pain and fibromyalgia. But sound healing doesn't only apply to extreme diseases like cancer. It may also help chronic conditions. A clinical study on low-frequency sound stimulation for fibromyalgia patients found significant improvements in pain, sleep, mood, and daily functioning after sound therapy treatments. In fact, some patients reduced or eliminated their medications after the therapy. Another study examining sound resonance therapy showed notable reductions in fibromyalgia symptom scores after treatment sessions. Now imagine millions of people suffering from chronic pain. These people may have a chance in living a more fulfilled life, because relief might be possible through something as simple as vibration therapy. This is why researchers are now exploring the field called music medicine. Music and the brain. Have you ever gotten chills listening to a song? That isn't random. Brain imaging studies show music can activate multiple brain regions simultaneously. Music can influence dopamine release, heart rate, stress hormones, memory circuits. This is why music therapy is being used for Alzheimer's patients. Even when memory is severely damaged, patients can still remember songs from decades earlier. Music reconnects pathways in the brain that disease has damaged. Think about that. A melody can reach parts of the brain that medicine cannot. Others harm. But here's something important. Not all sound is beneficial. Different frequencies influence the nervous system differently. Some sounds calm the brain, while others trigger stress responses. After listening to certain music, some may leave you feeling peaceful. Meanwhile, other music can leave you feeling anxious, angry, or emotionally drained. Your body knows the difference, even if your mind doesn't, which is why paying attention to how sound makes you feel is so important. Ask yourself, how does the music I listen to affect my mind? Does it uplift me? Or does it pull me into darker emotional states? Write this in the comments. Peaceful? Because that answer might be part of your personal healing. The future of frequency medicine. Scientists are now exploring technologies that could revolutionize healthcare. Ultrasound tumor destruction, sound-based brain stimulation, acoustic pain therapy, frequency-based cellular repair. And the deeper we go into physics, the clearer something becomes. The body is not just chemistry. It is energy and vibration, which means healing may not always come from chemicals, but from restoring the correct frequencies inside the body. Why this knowledge isn't widely discussed. Now here's a question worth asking. If sound therapy shows such potential, why isn't it everywhere? Why don't we hear more about it? Well, the reality is that modern healthcare systems were built largely around pharmaceuticals and surgery. And those industries generate enormous amounts of money. But sound? You can't patent a frequency the same way you patent a drug, which means the financial incentive to push it into mainstream medicine is much smaller. That doesn't mean sound therapy replaces medicine, but it does mean we should remain curious and continue exploring every possible avenue for healing. Because knowledge empowers people, and empowered people make better choices for their health. You are a vibrational being. Here's the deeper truth. You are not just a body. Energy, vibrating in a complex symphony of frequencies. Your thoughts influence those vibrations. Your emotions influence those vibrations. The sounds you listen to influence those vibrations. So the question becomes, what frequencies are you surrounding yourself with every day? Because what you listen to may be shaping your mind, your emotions, and possibly even your biology. A thought to leave you with. Next time you listen to music, pause for a moment and feel how the sound moves through your body. Does it calm you? Does it energize you? Does it bring peace Or does it create tension? Because the sounds we absorb every day may be shaping our inner world far more than we realize. If this topic made you think differently about the world around you, share this video with someone who might benefit from it. Because information like this spreads the same way sound does, through waves. And those waves can reach people who need them most. And if you're interested in exploring deeper ideas about consciousness, reality, and human potential, stay connected with this space. Because the more we learn about ourselves and our universe, the more we realize something incredible. We are far more powerful than we were ever taught.